Yeah, man. It's a lot of people giving opinions now. At first, everybody was scared to give their opinion, and now they front and center telling all their stories. The stories that we're hearing about the things that Cassie has done, and we got these people out here believing that, she made this shit up. She ain't did this with nobody. I ain't seen not one of her ex-boyfriends. I ain't seen not one of the people that she dated in high school or none of that stuff come out and say that she was doing that way before she got to Diddy. So it is disturbing, bro.
Things are heating up again, and this time, Young Miami is back in the spotlight whether she likes it or not. With Diddy's trial officially underway, a whole new wave of disturbing details has surfaced, and fans aren't keeping quiet. The internet is buzzing with one question. Did Cassie just expose that Young Miami was hospitalized after one of Diddy's wild freak parties?
It's disturbing that he could brainwash her to the point whereas that she pleasing him and all his fetishes and everything by doing some that she's doing for him, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, she testified that Diddy, he'll rub male escorts cum on his nipples. That's crazy, man.
That's some nasty, perverted shit. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, when you that high and you to me, that's the demonic, bruh. That's some old crazy otherworld shit. Excuse me for my language. That's some crazy otherworld stuff that people in their right minds don't even think of stuff like that, bruh.
We've been hearing about these freakoffs for a while now, but with testimonies coming out in court, things are sounding a whole lot worse than anyone imagined.
People that's not in a whole sense of being perverted, that's triple X type of shit, man. That's stuff that normal people don't even think of, man. How high do you get that you want another man juices rubbed on you after dating ejaculated or come on your girl? How high do you get for that shit, bruh? I always say this. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
And based on the latest claims, Young Miami's involvement might not have been as casual as she once made it seem.
Yeah, that's crazy. But do you believe that he'll rub male escorts cum on his nipples? Like, you believe he'll do something like that?
I believe from the witness. The witness said it. The witness said that's what she had to do, and that's what she did. She's being forefront in her testimony. She's telling all the nasty stuff that she did. She said all the nasty stuff that he did. Right now, he's getting his judgment right here on earth, bro. He's hearing all the perverted things he had to see that he was doing. And now that he's not on those drugs, reality is sinking in. See, when he's all on those drugs and everything like that, it seemed like it was nothing.
Now look, we've been talking about these freak-offs for months, and everyone knows they were more than just wild parties. These weren't your average celebrity get-togethers with champagne and music. No, these were events shrouded in secrecy and full of dangerous indulgence, drugs, control, and disturbing behavior. Diddy's name is all over them. And now, Young Miami, who was once proud to stand beside him, is allegedly being dragged even deeper into the scandal. Let's rewind for a second. When Young Miami, real name Caresha Brownlee, was openly dating Diddy, fans speculated about what their relationship actually involved. And Miami herself didn't shy away from making headlines. She publicly joked about liking golden showers, going on Instagram Live saying, "Pee on me, pee on you, period." It was wild, unfiltered, and sounded more like a confession than a joke. At the time, it went viral. But once Diddy got arrested and serious allegations started dropping, Miami tried to backpedal. She claimed it was just marketing. According to her, she only said those things to promote her adult card game, saying, "A ninja never ever peed on me. I did that to promote my card game, and it did exactly what I needed it to do." But people weren't buying it. The timing didn't add up. She'd been talking about golden showers long before that game even existed. In fact, there's footage from an IG Live with Saucy Santana where she laughed and proudly repeated the whole thing, saying she was a pissy hoe and loved it. So when the trial started and more disturbing testimonies came to light, fans started revisiting every past comment and every suspicious photo. And guess what? They found something. A photo from 2023 resurfaced where Young Miami was seen with a visible head injury. At the time, she brushed it off. But now, people are looking at it differently. They're saying she didn't just randomly get hurt. The whispers are louder than ever. She allegedly got injured at one of Diddy's freakoffs, and he paid to have her fixed up discreetly. Here's where it gets even messier. According to Cassie's lawsuit, Diddy maintained strict control over not only her whereabouts, but also her medical information. He had her MRI results sent directly to him, not to her. She claimed she suffered memory loss from repeated head trauma during these events, and was often hidden in hotels for days while bruises healed. If he had that kind of power over Cassie, who's to say he didn't do the same thing with young Miami? In her testimony, Cassie reportedly described how these freak-offs weren't optional. She was coerced into participating even during her period, and subjected to degrading acts she never wanted. When asked by the prosecutor if she ever wanted to be urinated on, she firmly replied, "No, I did not want it. It was disgusting. Too much. No one could think I wanted it." But another male escort testified something else entirely, claiming that Cassie once told him to do it, and even gave him instructions on how to do it correctly. This contradiction only deepened the confusion. Was Cassie under so much control that she was forced to make it seem like it was her idea? Was she playing along out of fear? That's what many now believe. And if Diddy had that level of psychological grip on Cassie, it's not a stretch to think he could have done the same to Miami. But the most damning part came when new court documents surfaced, pointing to a chilling chain of events. In one of the federal lawsuits, a Jane Doe stated that after being drugged and blacking out at one of Diddy's homes, she woke up covered in bruises with no memory of what happened. She later discovered she was pregnant with Diddy's child. That's when, according to the lawsuit, young Miami allegedly became involved in a disturbing way. It's claimed that when Miami found out about the pregnancy, she was so upset that she allegedly assaulted Jane Doe, causing her to lose the baby. The court document even lists calls made from Carisha, Miami's real name, urging Jane Doe to terminate the pregnancy. 3 months of silence followed, during which Jane Doe had no contact with Diddy or his team. Now, connect the dots. Miami wasn't just at the freak-offs. According to these court accounts, she was allegedly an active participant, and in some cases, a violent one. And now fans believe the injury she suffered in that old Instagram photo wasn't just random. They think it was tied directly to what happened behind closed doors at one of Diddy's darker parties. And now, Cassie has reportedly testified to that exact detail. Though her full courtroom transcript isn't public, reporters from inside the courtroom say Cassie mentioned a female associate being injured so badly at one of the gatherings that she had to be taken care of medically. While she didn't say Miami's name outright, many are speculating that it was her. The timing, the injury, the previous rumors, it all adds up. It's also important to note that fans are connecting this back to how Cassie described Diddy hiding her in hotels to recover from injuries. The same kind of behavior, injury followed by a cover-up, is what people are now saying happened to Miami. They believe Diddy used his resources to not only avoid media backlash, but to also keep people like Miami quiet and protected from exposure, at least until now. And let's not forget Miami's online behavior during all of this. She's been cryptic, defensive, and at times totally silent. The once outspoken, confident city girl has suddenly gone quiet, deleting tweets, avoiding certain topics, and only addressing the scandal when she has no other choice. It's a far cry from her previous persona. It's almost like she knows the walls are closing in. Even more damning, insiders claim that Diddy had full control over the medical professionals who treated these women. In Cassie's lawsuit, she wrote that he kept her test results for himself, meaning she couldn't even access her own health information. That level of control is chilling. And if Miami was ever hurt during those wild parties, as the rumors say, then it's not hard to imagine Diddy controlling the narrative and the healing process afterward. So what do we make of all this? Is young Miami just a former girlfriend caught in the crossfire of a massive scandal? Or is she far more involved than she's letting on? With Cassie testifying about a hospitalized woman, court records detailing violent behavior, and old photos resurfacing, fans are starting to believe that Miami knows way more than she's admitted. Maybe she thought the truth would never come out, but now that it is, there's no way to escape it. The internet is buzzing with questions, and everyone wants to know, was young Miami just another victim of Diddy's manipulation? Or was she helping him carry out his dark lifestyle? Was that head injury really just a freak accident, or part of something much more sinister that Diddy didn't want the world to see? Let us know what you think. Is Miami hiding something? And more importantly, What else is going to come out now that Cassie's finally speaking under oath? Stay tuned, because this case is far from over, and the deeper it goes, the more names we're going to hear. And something tells us Young Miamis won't be the last one to come up. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what comes next.